I was wondering what a singlets version of talking to yourself looks like, because obviously when we talk to each other is quite different. So now I'm just curious how that would present for you guys, because for example, it's Jess and Jennifer is always with me. We're always co-con together. We're not always co-fronting, but we are always co-con together. And so we'll talk back and forth, and occasionally we talk out loud because it makes it a little bit easier to converse with each other. I know some systems internally the voices sound different, but for us, everybody sounds the same, so it can be a little confusing trying to figure out who is who sometimes, and just speaking to each other in general. Basically, a conversation for us is chaos, depending on how many people are close. Last night was super difficult for us to go to bed because we had gotten someone had gotten triggered, and at some point I got pulled in to calm the body down, right, and to distract us, which is exactly what I do with our K-dramas. Bam. But, so going to bed was like this, right? I'm sitting there and I'm like, shh, we've got to go to sleep, right? And then Aiden's just shouting something in the back. And then he keep hearing someone say, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay in the background. Like there's so much chaos going on. Most of the time we do take turns because that is the only way that we will be able to converse back and forth. But that is kind of how our conversations go. We take turns. We talk a little bit out loud to try and talk back to each other. For alters that we can't really reach, like Nadia, I very rarely talk to her. I was about to say in person. I very rarely talk to her directly because it is very difficult for me to connect with her. I don't know why, but I just know that it is. Francesca seems to be closer to us than Aiden, because I think it was her that booted us into the body. So, that's cool. Always learning about the system. Things always changing. That's always fun. Another part of conversing for systems is by feel. A lot of what we do is by feel. Sometimes you can almost interpret kind of what they're wanting you to get at. And I know that sounds weird and it's not going to make sense, but a lot of this doesn't. It's rather complex and complicated. The brain is crazy that way. As a side note, when I say we all sound the same internally, I mean not the way we speak, not our dialect, not our wording, nothing like that. I mean just the way that it sounds, I guess, like your internal monologue voice. It just all sounds the same, so it can be very layered and very cluttered and hard to keep track of who is who and what's going on.